Good morning and welcome to the video for 6th grade for April the 2nd, covering the work from April the 1st. My apologies, not entirely an April Fool's Day joke. I was up late working with the middle grade teachers last night, and so I forgot to make sure that all of my videos had processed to go live at 8 a.m. this morning, the morning that I'm recording this on the 1st. So apologies for anybody that might have showed up then and was wondering what happened. They didn't show up until about a half an hour or 45 minutes later because of that. So we are going to be evaluating expressions, and we are going to be using our order of operations to help us do that. So let's go ahead and take a look at our problems. So for number 1, I've went ahead and written out the steps. If you need to pause the video to take a look at that, our answer is going to be letter A. Actually, I'll come over to number 5. So I've written out the steps again. So b squared, so we're going to do 30 times 30 to get 900. And then we have 2 times 30 times 26, and I've kind of broken that out into steps. That's going to give us letter A, which is 2,460. Number 2. So just using kind of number sense, I can do 20 times 10 to get 200. I can do 20 times 2 to get 120, and know when I add both of those together, I'm going to be in the range for this one, and this is the only one that would make sense. So if I'm going to do the actual multiplication for this, I would do 20.5 times 16, and that should be really easy to do. There's one later on that you have the option of changing the fraction to a decimal, but if you do, you're going to be working a whole lot harder than you need to on that last problem. So number 3, the expression 1.8c plus 32, if I go ahead and do 30 plus 32, that's going to give me 62 degrees, and then I'm going to be taking this 30 degrees times 1.8, so it's going to be almost 60 degrees. So if I do that, I'm actually going to get 86, but I could use kind of reason to help figure out that it's not going to be this, because this part's going to get us past here. It's going to pretty much get us past here once I start multiplying, and it's not going to be large enough to get to here. Number 7, so I've written out 5/9, and then the answer to 95 minus 32 is 63, which is a multiple of 9. So I can cancel this part out, change it to a 1, change this part to a 7, and do 5 times 7 to get 35 degrees Celsius for the answer for that. Number 8, so I've written the intermediate steps down here. So 40, 8 times 5 gives us 40. 6 plus 6 gives us 12, so that gives us an answer of 28. This one will also be 28. So again, 5 times 5 is 25 when we're doing the squares. 6 times 6 gives us 36, minus, it'd be, this part is going to be worth 4 times 0.5, which would give us 2, so that would give us 32 for that one. And then 1 plus 33, so 4 over 4 gives us a whole number. Add both of these together to get 11. 11 times 3 gives us a 33 for that. And so that one would go here. Number 9, which statement is true? So if I start with m times 3, I get 23 times 3, which is 69. I can do 18 minus 8 to get 10, and 69 plus 10 gives us 79, so that one is correct. If I add together 23 and 18, I get 41. 41 times 2 is 82. And 82 minus 1 gives us 81. If I do 23 times 23, I'm going to get a number so much larger, it's going to be in the 400 range, that if I take away 18 from it, I'm not going to have a 2-digit number. So I don't even have to do the math to figure out using reason and kind of number sense types of things with place value that's not going to work out at all. Number 4, if I take m plus 6, I get 29. 29 times 4 is going to give me something almost, it's be 320 minus 4, which would be 316. Again, if I do 316 minus 18, I am going to get a number that is way too large for that. So, and then the last one, if I take this one, n 18 times 18 is going to give me a number that's in the 300 range. If I end up taking that and adding, this would give me 33. I am not going to make it into the thousands for that. So. And actually, I think I did this in wrong. Hold on a minute. So 29 times 4 is sorry, my fault. Is actually 116. I was thinking something different. So yeah, that gives us 116 minus 18. So that one actually does work. So number 9, letter D, does work. Sorry about that. Number 10. So this is the one. This is our last problem, where if you try to do this 1.75 times 1.75, you get one giant big old mess, and you're going to be working a lot harder to do that than to change it into a fraction here and do 7/4 times 7/4 to get 49/16, and then you're multiplying it by 1/2. So you're going to get 49/32, and the answer is going to be 1/17/32. There is a very long decimal value for the answer to this, and it's like 1.5, and then there's several place values after that going into like the 10,000s or something for the answer. Or actually maybe even a little bit smaller. So that easiest way to do that is to definitely just use the fractions so that you're not working as hard on that one. So those are the problems for today. Again, we were working on Google Classroom stuff, so starting next week, we're going to try to post as much of that as possible online as well, so people that have access to technology can take advantage of that to see the extra videos and so forth. I will still be posting them on this YouTube channel, but I will also be linking them in Google Classroom, so you don't have to go look for them directly to be able to find them, as well as any additional things that we may put out there. So all 4 grade or all 4 teachers will be using a class for the same grade to push out updates and assignments and stuff like that, but we will also be giving you other methods to have that information via email to your parents and through paper copies as well, just to make sure everybody's able to keep track of everything if they don't have the ability to get online. Also looking at the idea of doing Google Hangouts, so that would be a situation where you go to the website for that login with your Risen Christ email address, and then I can invite people to the call, and you guys will be able to join that and be able to kind of socialize and hang out, talk with each other, talk with me. I'm looking at doing that, offering like maybe 1 hour a day for each grade. So like Mondays might be 3rd, and then 4th grade on Tuesdays, Wednesdays would be 5th grade, and 6th grade would be on Thursdays, something like that for an hour, to be able to answer questions, be able to do additional help that anybody might need, or just to be able to socialize. I miss you guys very much, and it is sad that I don't get to see you guys on a regular basis. And I know that you guys, at least most of the classes, maybe 6th grade not as much as the others, but probably are missing the chance to interact with your fellow classmates. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you all tomorrow.